What is up, everybody? It is 11:30 on Monday, which means two things. Number one, it is my Friday. And number two, it is time to disappear into the outdoors for the next 2 days. We're heading home right now. We're gonna get the truck loaded up with all the camping gear. And we're gonna head down to my new favorite spot down here in southern Idaho. And that's the City of Rocks National Reserve. I was there a couple weeks ago hiking and it was beautiful. Lots of snow on the ground, beautiful scenery, amazing hike. And I heard about these yurts that they rent out, these camping yurts. I had never heard of one, so I checked it out and looked at it, and I thought, you know what better way to spend my Friday and my Saturday than out in the wilderness camping and trying out a yurt for my first time. Usually I don't do the glamping kind of thing. I like backpacking and tent camping and all that, but it's freaking cold down here in southern Idaho, and I figured, you know what, let's try this out. Let's just do it for the experience alone. So, like I said, we're heading home, get the truck loaded up, and we're gonna head out. See you guys on the way there. All right, we're all showered up and changed. Got the truck all loaded up. First stop, gotta get some bags of ice. All right, got our ice, and it is an hour and a half drive to get down to where we're going. Gotta have some road snacks. Original apple chips and some Iowa Smokehouse beef jerky. Next stop, you already know where we're going. Gotta get some coffee. So good. It's a hot hazelnut latte with oat milk. I don't need nothing fancy, nothing bougie. I don't know if this is considered bougie, but this is just really good coffee. All right, well, let's hit the road, start our journey down south, and get to our spot. I think we're here. Let's go check it out. This looks like the one. Pretty nice, pretty cool. It's kind of roomy, kind of big.
Aerobics in here? So many activities!
Definitely bigger and a little more glamping kind of style than what I typically do, but hey, we're gonna test it out. It's all about the experience. Got 2 bunk beds. It's got a heater. Power. Supposedly there's Wi-Fi here, and tonight's Monday Night Football, so might have to put the game on while we eat dinner. Not a bad view. Got a propane barbecue and a little picnic area. A fire pit right over there. Let's go check out the outhouse. They got really good reviews for the cleanliness in the outhouse and everything like that, so. Looks like there's a cabin over there that's also for rent. Nobody's there, nobody's at the other yurt. Who knows, maybe I'll have this place to myself for the next couple of days. Well, nothing too special, nothing too crazy. Smells like an outhouse, but it is clean. Well, I guess I should start off by saying welcome back to the channel. This is High Desert Adventures, and I'm Matt, and we are back in the City of Rocks. This is the City of Rocks retreat. I am renting this yurt right here for the next couple days. Tonight's plan, we're just gonna get everything unloaded, get settled in, chop some firewood, cook some dinner on the barbecue, maybe watch some Monday Night Football, and then tomorrow we're gonna wake up early, make some coffee, and go on another hike through the City of Rocks again. This time we're gonna do the Tea Kettle Trail. We'll get into that tomorrow. For now, let's just get everything unloaded, get settled in, and start this yurt camping experience. Got our firewood, our ice chest, all of our camping supplies. Just gotta get it unloaded. Let's make it easy. Easy peasy. All right, we got everything unloaded. As you can see, this is pretty cool, I gotta say. Definitely a new experience for me, but it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna make the most of it, that's for sure. Escaping that daily grind, escaping that weekly work week. Get to be out here in the outdoors and cook and be at peace, and yeah, let's do this. All right, well, we got the cooking area all set up, well, for the most part. I'll show you guys what I'm cooking and what I brought with me as we go. Brought my little Coleman burner and skillet for asparagus and eggs and such. I'm gonna use this propane grill for when I'm cooking tonight. Good enough. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's get some firewood chopped up for tonight, so that's one less thing we got to worry about also. All right, I think we got enough small pieces for now. It's more than enough to start a few fires. I brought over a bundle of the full-size pieces. Let's unpack a little more. Check in with the parents on the GPS messenger, because for some reason the satellite messenger on my phone's not working, so that's why I always keep a backup. And check in, let them know I'm here, let them know I'm all right. All done. Not bad. Not bad at all. This could work. Pretty cool. Alright, so I'm gonna start cooking dinner. It's getting a little cold, getting a little late. I got my cooking utensil set from Amazon. It's like a 30-something piece, all-in-one, everything you need. It's really helpful and convenient. I'll put a link in the description down below. It's an Amazon affiliate link, so if any of you are interested, you can check it out through that link and it'll help me out. We got our Joy Burst hydration drink for tonight. I'm gonna smash on one of these red plums real quick. We got our olive oil, Kerrygold Irish butter, asparagus. I'm gonna clean that grill with some onion, some garlic cloves, some garlic jalapeno Parmesan cheese, a ribeye steak. I'm gonna saute some mushrooms for that steak. First, since it's getting a little chilly and there's a little bit of bugs out here, let's get this fire started. All right, that was pretty challenging actually. Trying to do 2 cameras, the grill, the fire, the skillet. That was not easy. So all you YouTubers out there who make those cinematic camping videos where you're getting all these different angles and multitasking cooking and all that, my hat's off to you. Now with that being said, let's check out our meal. I don't know if that camera does justice, but we got our sauteed mushrooms with melted garlic herb Parmesan cheese, our sauteed asparagus with the same kind of cheese, threw in some tomatoes in there just because, and we got that ribeye steak all cut up. Very grateful for this meal, very grateful for this opportunity to do this, and I'm even more grateful to share it with you guys. So without further ado, let's dig in. Try the steak first. That's really good. I was kind of scared I overcooked it because I like medium rare steak. When I cut into it, I want to hear a moo. It's almost rare, really. And I couldn't really see. I didn't get my headlamp on, and I had cameras with lights and everything and all that, but that's damn near perfect. And you can't really go wrong when you grill a ribeye steak, you know. Let's try it with some mushrooms and some cheese. There are no words to explain that. Sauteed mushrooms, melted Parmesan, garlic herb, whatever it is, ribeye steak, all in one bite. That is amazing. Let's try this asparagus. That is really good. I love asparagus. That's a little crunchier than what I like, but that's still really good. I'm gonna have this Joy Burst strawberry lemonade electrolyte renew body and mind hydration drink. Wash it all down. Cheers. Now I'm not gonna bore you with me pigging out anymore. So I'm gonna wolf this down real quick. Then I'm gonna set up some Monday Night Football and do some editing at the same time. All right, well, after some time editing on the computer and cruising through YouTube, I think I'm ready for bed. It's about 9 o'clock and I've been up since 1:30 in the morning, and I worked from 3 to 11:30 this morning, so I am pooped. I'm gonna get some rest, get up early and have some coffee, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night, y'all. Well, good morning. It is 5:45 a.m. I actually probably could have woken up sooner because I'm so used to waking up so early every morning. Slept pretty good. The pad on the mattress is a little stiff. I was really, really warm with that heater and with the 0-degree sleeping bag and blankets and base layer thermals. I was really warm. I ended up having to get out of the sleeping bag at one point and get up and turn the heater down, which is convenient for this time of year though. Good problem to have. So the plan for today is to do yesterday's dishes. Since I didn't do that because it got really cold and dark really quick, I'm gonna make some really good coffee that I brought with me that I'm excited about. I'm gonna start a fire, have some coffee by the fire. Yeah, think about what time I'm gonna start this hike today. Chilly. Wow. Look at this scenery. Alright, I'm gonna get this fire going, make some coffee. I've been looking forward to this for a few days. I bought some Hawaiian hazelnut Don Francisco's coffee, and we're gonna French press in the jet boil, which I have not tried, but I heard is way better than just doing some cheap instant coffee. Literally haven't even opened it yet. I've been waiting for this moment to open it and smell it live on camera. Hazelnut and coconut. Oh my gosh. That smells freaking amazing. Oh, I'm excited. We're also going to be adding some caramel oat milk. I've been on an oat milk kick lately. I really like the taste of it, and it's gluten-free, nut-free, and dairy-free, which I guess that's a good thing. I just really like the taste of it. All right, we're boiling. Time to add that coffee. Try out this French press. I've never done this before with a jet boil, so let's hope it works. Smells really good. That is amazing. Few things better than watching an Idaho sunrise in the background, drinking hot French press coffee with a campfire going behind you. Feeling very blessed right now. All right, I'm gonna add some creamer. I'm gonna sit by this fire. I'm gonna watch that sunrise. Cheers. Oh my God, that is good. That is literally the perfect combination for coffee. Hawaiian hazelnut and coconut with some caramel oat milk creamer. That is freaking amazing. All right, so for breakfast, I have some Tillamook vanilla Greek yogurt, and I added some jumbo blueberries, raspberries, and some oats and honey with toasted coconut granola. Just a nice healthy light breakfast. Let's get a little bit of everything. So if you're new to the channel, this is the first video you found, then I'll just kind of fill you in. I've been on a weight loss journey since July 10th of this year, 2025. I was at the worst health I've ever been in my life, and I just decided to make a massive life overhaul. And I cut out all unhealthy eating. I quit smoking cigarettes, quit drinking, and decided to go hiking once a week and exploring and just take advantage of this beautiful state that I lived in. And I started out at July 10th at 276 pounds, very unhealthy. My sleep apnea was to the point where it was life-threatening. So now today is 11/11/2025, and I'm down to 195 pounds. My original goal when I started all this 4 months ago was to get down to 225 to lose 50 pounds. and I've made it all the way down to 195, and I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. And I didn't think it'd be possible. I thought I'd just be the same weight and the same health forever. And I didn't think I had a chance, you know? Didn't give myself a chance, but if I can do it, any of you guys can, whether that's a mental change or whether that's a physical change. Just one foot forward in front of the other. Just do it, just go for it. And once you get past the initial point of staying committed and staying dedicated to it, the rest just comes naturally, and you start feeling better, and it's all worth it. Yeah, just don't forget to believe in yourself. You know, in the last 4 months, I've gone on some amazing adventures through all the local spots in Twin Falls, Idaho. I decided to test myself and go backpacking into the Sawtooth, and that was a life-changing journey for me. And I can't wait to go back next year and attempt the Alice Toxaway loop. I'm gonna try to do like a 3-dayer, 4-dayer, and really get the most out of it. Hopefully in like May of 2026. But sometimes like this, when I'm watching the sunrise, eating some healthy food, drinking good coffee, feeling good, it just reminds me that everything was worth it. You know, the whole journey was all worth it, the highs and the lows. Staying committed to the life change. Believe in yourself, and you can do it. You know, I gotta say, I've been very blessed to live in the states that I've lived in, and I've seen some amazing sunrises and amazing sunsets. Southern California, whether it's down in the desert where I'm from, or up in LA, San Diego, wherever, Big Island of Hawaii, that was really hard to beat. Those sunrises and sunsets, pretty amazing. And now being blessed to live in Idaho, Southern Idaho, I don't know. I think Idaho might take the cake. Nah, I love them all three the same. Any sunrise and sunset in a beautiful state like those, they're all beautiful. So I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast. I'm gonna do those camp dishes, warm up a little more, and then I'm gonna check out this Tea Kettle Trail. I think it's a 5-mile out and back, and it's pretty close by here, so I don't know if I'm gonna walk to the trailhead or drive. I'll probably end up driving, but after I get all these dishes done and get a time lapse of this beautiful sunrise, I'll check in with you guys when I'm all geared up, ready to head out and hit that trail. All right, got all the camp chores done. Washed my face, brushed my teeth, organized the inside of the yurt, loaded up the backpack, got all the camera gear, loaded up on some water, a couple of snacks. The weather is perfect to go hit a trail, so let's go hit that Tea Kettle Trail. We're gonna drive there and then hike. It's a 5-mile out and back. See you guys out there at the trailhead. That was one hell of a scenic drive. That was beautiful. I wish I would have filmed it. Maybe I'll try to get some clips on the way back and put them in. But I actually passed by the little spot where I filmed the goals for 2026 a couple weeks ago when I did the North Fork and South Fork trail loops. I'll throw a little video card up here somewhere. But yeah, this is freaking crazy beautiful. Crazy scenic views. And the cool part of this area is there's so many campgrounds, like literally tons of campgrounds. Whether you're an overland camper, tent camper, whatever, there's campgrounds everywhere for you. Campsites everywhere, trailheads everywhere. Possibilities of what you can do out here are endless. It's literally just up to you and what you can accommodate and what you're willing to do with how much time you have. So let me pull out all trails and get the trailhead direction started, and let's get going. All right, we are on the start of the trailhead. Got really lucky with this weather today. Like I mentioned before, the last time I was out here hiking in the North Fork and South Fork loop, there was snow all over the place. It was 24 degrees. I think it's like 54 right now, sunny. This is just perfect. There's so many trails, like I was just mentioning too. So many campsites, so many campgrounds, so many trails. And I passed some people on the way up that were rock climbing up these huge rock structures. That takes some serious cojones. But this looks pretty dope, pretty sick. I didn't want to get too buried into one of the deeper, longer trails today because this week's adventure was more about the yurt camping and just being in the outdoors, decompressing from work. you know, finding some peace in the outdoors and experiencing the yurt camping. But in this area, there's so much you can do. Castle Rocks is right around the corner, and it's just, you gotta at least get some kind of hiking. I need some kind of exercise too to work off that steak I had yesterday, and I got a pretty splurging type meal today that I'm gonna do, so stay tuned for that later. There's a few little forks. Let me just double check all trails real quick. Yep, we're going straight. That's the cool thing about these areas too. There's so many different connecting trails and areas that lead you to the same spots and different spots, and it's crazy how so many different trails within the same area can have such different scenery, such different landscapes. A lot of the trails in this area do take you through cattle management areas, and you will come across a lot of cattle. So as always, just try to be respectful of the gates and mindful of procedures in this kind of situation. Love it when the valley just suddenly opens up like this. This is crazy. I know I say this every video, but sometimes I still can't believe I'm this blessed. It's crazy, the scenery, the experience, the location, the feeling you get, how good you feel. God, it just completely decompresses you from the work week and the stress of the daily grind. Reminds you of how far you've come in life, or it can just be a reminder how beautiful life really is. I hope everyone else gets to feel this feeling in their life, and I hope everybody gets to experience something like this, whether you're into the same thing I'm into, or if it's something else in life that does it for you. As cliche as it sounds, you just got to go after it, just get it, just do it. Doors can really open up. All right, well, I think we got to what is considered the tea kettle rock formation. I'll have to go in through that little gateway and get up close to see if it really does look like a tea kettle. All right, well, I guess that's that. I'm gonna go around the other side. I didn't feel like climbing down that ditch and going up through the rocks. I'm just gonna go around this other side here and continue on the trail and see if we get another view. Just past a rock climber carrying those big square pads all the way from way up in the distance up ahead where we're going. I gotta say, those guys got some cojones carrying all those pads all the way out here, climbing rocks, prepping themselves. I can imagine it's not very easy to do, but I'm sure they get that same feeling out of that I get out of backpacking out in the outdoors and just adventuring and exploring. But we're just a little over 2 miles in, almost at the halfway point already. Pretty easy trail, very beautiful. So once we get up here to the halfway point where we turn around and head back, I'm gonna stop there and have a snack and a protein drink, and I'll show you guys what I brought with me today once we get to that point. All right, just like that, another adventure in the books. It's about 5.5 miles, maybe a little bit more than that. It took me 2 hours with all my stops. 800 feet of elevation gain. Insane views, beautiful landscape. Well-maintained trail, can't say enough good things. Oh, that was beautiful. Let's head back to the yurt. All right, back at the yurt. I'm gonna rest for a little bit and I'm gonna cook a nice afternoon meal. It's actually a meal I used to cook in Hawaii with the family out there. I'll tell you more about that when we do it.
The video on top of a cliff looking over Castlewood State Park. This place is literally like 10 minutes away. It's just so crazy. It's even closer than Stony was. You already know I'm gonna be here every morning thinking of what I'm gonna do for the day. So blessed to have this opportunity for a little bit because we have a little.
Watching some Jay Tomsky. If you don't know who he is, you gotta look him up on YouTube. One of the best filmers, editors, creators, one of the best YouTubers I've ever watched. Big inspiration for myself. He's obviously extremely skilled and talented. It'd take years of education and practice to get to that point, but awesome videos. Gotta always watch Jay Tomsky every time he pops up. All right, so it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, about 56 degrees out. Beautiful day. Today's hike was absolutely awesome. Loved it. I'm gonna get an early start on cooking tonight, so that way I have the most time possible to sit by the fire and soak all this in since it's my last night here. And also, as well, I'm gonna cook some s'mores on that campfire tonight, because what would be a camping trip without s'mores, right? So a little bit more about that meal I'm cooking tonight. I'll show you all the ingredients right now, but it's a meal we used to cook every Sunday morning in Hawaii because we were all off work. We'd cook this up, throw on the generator, and watch football all day Sunday, and that's kind of like our routine. And every Sunday we'd do the same meal, but with slightly different ingredients. So I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using in it and what it is right now. What this meal is diced up potatoes. We usually switch from Baker's to Gold's. I went with Gold's. And then we dice up some red onion, sometimes sweet onion, sometimes yellow onion. Then we add in our sausage, and we always go with the 8L sausage. This time I'm going with the chicken and apple. This is my favorite flavor. The mango pineapple is really good. The mango habanero, the pineapple and bacon, the Gruyere, they're all good, but I like the chicken apple. Dice up some jalapeno and throw it in there. Green onions I dice up at the very end and top it on top. We cook this in some extra virgin olive oil, and I usually sprinkle it with some Kinder's, the blend, salt, pepper, garlic seasoning. Then after it's all said and done, a couple of over easy eggs. This is a close-up of that cooking kit I was talking about earlier that I'll leave a link down below for. You got your grater, scissors, egg beater, mixer, silverware, cutting board, little pocket for seasonings, all your spatulas, ladles, can opener, telescoping skewers, which you'll see later, knives, cheese graters, tongs, everything you can imagine. It was really cheap. I think it was only around like 30 something dollars. I'm not exactly sure because I bought it several months ago, but I'll leave a link for that down below. Like I said, it's an affiliate link, so if this is something convenient for you guys, you think, check it out through my link, and it helps me out, helps the channel out. Appreciate it. And everything else that I use in my videos, from backpacks to camping supplies to emergency supplies, cooking supplies, anything like that, is also going to be in those links down below. New to this Amazon affiliate thing. I don't know if it's going to be viable, if it works or not, but I'm going to try it out, see if it helps the channel grow at all. So since this video is already pretty long, let's see if we can work our magic again. Gotta love the power of editing. All right, what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Now, there's obviously no way I'm gonna eat anywhere near all this, so the rest of it's gonna go in a Tupperware bowl for tomorrow morning. Try to get a little bit of everything. Some sausage, some potatoes, onions and jalapeno, and some egg. I think I nailed this one. Takes me right back to the Big Island, Sunday mornings. If you've watched any of my previous camping videos, you probably already know what time it is. S'mores. You gotta admit, these things are pretty convenient. Look how far away I can get. Oh yeah. Always got to get a s'mores pick. Alright, well, it's my last night here. Been an amazing 2 days so far, very blessed. This yurt has been a really fun experience. I think I'm just going to sit here for a while by the fire and soak it all in. And once it gets too cold, I'll go inside and do some editing, read a little bit of a book. So I just want to take a minute to talk about this book that I've been reading. It's called Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Wen. It says, why your thinking is the beginning and end of your suffering. If anybody feels like they're at a crossroads in life, or feels like they're just overcome with anxiety or self-doubt, or if they're unsure of the decisions they're making, or if you feel like you just need to refocus and find some kind of alignment, definitely pick this book up. I got it on Amazon, and I saw it in somebody's story on Instagram, and I'm about halfway, maybe a little more than halfway through, and it's an easy read and it's a life changer. It's an absolute game changer for me. Isn't that beautiful? Good morning, everybody. It's about 7:15. I've been up since about 3:30. That's just the natural time I wake up on my days off. Warmed up a little bit in the yurt. Came out here and started the fire, and I've just been sitting here soaking it in for the last few hours. As you just saw, I just did a little bit of reading, and I'm just watching the sunrise and soaking it all in. It's crazy. I already got the yurt all cleaned out. That's just how I am naturally. I'm a busy bee. I wake up early, and if there's something to do, I do it. Not that I'm in a hurry to leave, because I don't want to leave. Kind of wish I could live here forever, but I don't think the Airbnb host would like that. But I had some coffee, cleaned up, packed, changed. Now I'm just going to sit here and soak it in for a couple hours. Might even try to get another time lapse of the sunrise. But overall, this has been an amazing, amazing couple days off. An amazing journey. I know it's a long video, and if you guys made it to this point, from the bottom of my heart, I genuinely, sincerely appreciate it. This has been an amazing experience, and I love sharing it with everybody. And would I do it again? Absolutely. Absolutely. These yurts are a happy medium between being out there, away from everything, disconnecting and roughing it, but also still having some comforts of the warmth, the heaters, somewhere comfortable to lay down and sleep. So definitely recommend these. Yeah, really don't want to leave. But like I said in other videos, all the good times always come to an end temporarily. Got to get back to work tomorrow morning at 3 a.m., back to the weekly grind. But that weekly grind just makes this possible and makes this totally worth it. So this is usually the point in my adventures where I start to dread having to pack up and leave and go back to the weekly grind. But I can't help but feel different this time around. Maybe it's just the impact that this book I'm reading has had on me, but I'm thinking about all the things back home I'm grateful for, like a comfy bed, a warm shower, food in my fridge, and a reliable vehicle to get me to and from work and to and from these adventures. Life isn't only about the ups, but the downs also, or the grind also. That's just how life works. It's all about what we do with our time and how we make it. All right, well, I got the yurt all cleaned out. Remember, always leave it better than you found it. Double checked everything, make sure the fire's out. Only one thing left to do, and that's make a cup of coffee for the road and start this journey back to Twin Falls. Again, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you appreciated this adventure as much as I did. And I'll see you all on the next one.